Glad to have you with us from Mount Pleasant, Michigan, Kelly Short Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. And the Chippewas ready to kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return as a coverage unit right on top of him. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And here comes Trey Owens. He'll be at the controls in this one. He's trying to bounce back from a 4-interception game in their last loss. To the air, it's Owens. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Summers. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And the Red Wolves in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Red Wolves decide to punt it away. Now on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So the Central Michigan Chippewas offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got...
Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Clay.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Looking downfield, it's Owens. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Bringing the heat. He's got his man. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The run inside. It's Clay. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Slings it downfield. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Flores. Finds his man. It's Blue. At midfield, he's got room. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Release to the back. Complete downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the 1st.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clay. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Red Wolves want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Owens.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They've got the screen set up. Runs through a man, and he might have space. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Pulls it in. It's Burris. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Using his legs, it's Clay. Shakes off the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Rushes on him, makes the catch. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got a little grass. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Central Michigan offense takes the field to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Now on the option. There he goes. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Chippewas will hustle to the line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a...
Maybe some room here. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Keeps it on 1st down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He's into the open down the middle. The 20. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
13, Central Michigan, 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Flores. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking left. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And the Chippewas will go for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. On the move, he fires. Fires it incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
That's reeled in. It's Payne. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Chippewas go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside. It's Blue. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Fires to the big fella. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. And the Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
And earlier this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
And they did tack on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Got it in the middle, it's Burris. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Red Wolves come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Fires on the move. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. The Red Wolves will punt it away on 4th down. Catch is made at the 15. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
And the Red Wolves will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Chippewas offense makes its way out to start the drive. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Now adjusting. Unleashes one. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Flores. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Picked up 8 yards there. 3rd down and 2.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then...
There's some room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Chippewas have it with a 1st and 10. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to run, it's Blue. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Chippewas back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying play action. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front block.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down, and the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that's going to tie it up.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. So on their first drive of this third quarter, they find themselves in a tie game after that last field goal. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Spencer. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Red Wolves want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he'll be brought down. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Red Wolves are flying down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Snagged in the middle. It's Little. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to...
And the ball is free on the pitch. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Red Wolves with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quick release by the QB. Hard running there. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And this one is perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
16, Central Michigan, 13.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run play action. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Looking to throw, it's Flores. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's
got room on the return. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Red Wolves trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Arkansas State, 23, Central Michigan.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Chippewas are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, and then you can go make big plays.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Hit as he throws. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. After swapping ends in the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Flores. Back open in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Lets it fly. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clay. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got it behind the line. It's Cobb. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds the tight end. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Chippewas headed quickly to the line. And send the tight end in motion. Goes to the option. Keeps it himself. Might have a chance. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Chippewas will line it up on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's McIntosh. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Chippewas can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield.
Caught, and he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Chippewas, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The sure hands, it's Peters. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. He's got the back in the middle, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Looking for space, it's Spencer. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. So they'll use a timeout here, 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go right back to him. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent, chains are moving, clock still going. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Finds his man. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Clay. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. The play action pass works. They knew the defense would be coming after them. They convert, and they're going to get out with a win. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done